Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video wanted to quickly discuss with you guys a new article that popped up over on Nova Chrysalis regarding Dissidia Final Fantasy's console version. Again, big shout out to Nova Chrysalis. We use them for a lot of our news, so be sure to go over there, give their website hits, likes, you know the drill. But anyway, Dissidia Final Fantasy was completely absent from the 30th anniversary Final Fantasy stream that we had just recently, so a lot of us were pretty discouraged about any sort of news regarding a console port of Dissidia Final Fantasy. Well, according to both the producer and the director, the reason it was absent from that is because it wasn't up to the quality of an announcement just yet, which is something that seemed to be a recurring theme for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy. That being said, that doesn't mean they're not working on it. In fact, they said that one of the big things that they want to have for the console version, because it's been heavily requested, is a story mode. The arcade currently just supports the battling portion, whereas people definitely want a story in a Final Fantasy game, especially if it's going to hit consoles, and especially if it's Dissidia, which does have somewhat of an interesting story considering the way the different Final Fantasy characters actually interact with each other. I'm looking at you, Kefka. On top of that, not even all the villains are in the current Dissidia Final Fantasy. That kind of makes it even more difficult to do a story mode unless you're going to have the characters appear there but not actually be playable until a later date. However, they plan to do it. They are still focusing on the game, they're focusing on the battles, and they're even hopeful that perhaps when they release the game worldwide, it is going to be an esport. I mean, this is pretty much the dream of every current competitive game, something that is directly player versus player. I don't know if Dissidia Final Fantasy is ever going to be worthy of that title. Maybe the arcade version is better than the old versions, which were still fun, but were by no means, considered esport levels of competition, mostly because they weren't very well supported by it on the handheld consoles. I'll be curious to see how the arcade actually works on the console port, how the story actually works as well. And for those of you who do live in Japan, don't worry, the development of the story mode will not hinder the development of the Japanese arcade version, which does get its updates pretty regularly with new characters, maps, and all sorts of other things. Anyway, after that, they just said, please look forward to it. That's the best thing that I think we can say right now. But it's good to hear anything at all mentioning the console version, because we've been completely in the dark about that, other than a few rumors which haven't panned out to be true at all. But anyway, let me know what you think about Dissidia Final Fantasy. Are you willing to wait for a story mode in order to get the console version? Or do you think that's the right choice? And, well, are you looking forward to it in the first place? I know I am. Be sure to put it in the comment section of the video below. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for all the latest in Final Fantasy news, information, guides, you know the drill. But anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.